Ava, I'm sorry.
Henry, what's up?
Looks like I can't make it home on time today.
Oh, on our wedding anniversary, huh?
Yeah, I'm really sorry.
We've been arguing lately, right? So I thought dinner at our special place would be nice. I made a reservation for 7:30. Wine, candles, and music.
Oh, and that music.
Yeah, you know they take requests there.
Oh, Ava, I'm so sorry. You were trying to surprise me.
There's still about 2 hours, right? Think you can make it? Busy, huh?
I'm sorry.
It's work. Don't worry about it. You've been doing a lot of field work lately, right?
Huh? Did I say that?
Yeah. You've said a few times that you don't need lunch because of your irregular schedule.
Oh, right. The lunch boxes. Your lunch boxes are the best. Restaurant food is good, but your cooking gives me energy. Hey, can I get one tomorrow or the day after? And this weekend, let's do lunch at that place.
Sure. Today's dinner would be a waste, so maybe I'll ask someone to go.
You're going out?
Yeah, is that okay?
Sure, it'd be a waste, but since we're having lunch there together, I'd like to share that moment with you.
Really?
Yeah, if you're up for it. I'll order your favorite sushi for delivery. Wait for me at home?
Really? That's okay?
Of course. You said you've got some shows you have to catch up on, right? Watch them while you relax. I'll even call the restaurant.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to the weekend. Hey, tell me this isn't real. I got some weird mail. It said, important document, so I thought it was a bill, but it's not. Hey, text me back. I need to ask you something.
What's up, Ava? I'm at work. Why are you blowing up my phone? You know I can't take calls at the office.
At work? At the office? Really?
Yeah, obviously. It's a weekday.
But how?
It's a weekday. I left home saying off to work, like always.
Yeah, but...
My phone's blowing up, and this is what it's about? I thought it was an emergency.
You really are at work right now, right?
Yes, I'm really at the office. You know I'm busy.
But...
I'm making materials for an upcoming meeting. If you're bored at home, why not go out?
What do you mean by bored?
Anyway, I'll hear you out when I get home. Can't now.
Wait, hold on. Hey, Brad. Long time no see. Got a minute? I wanted to ask you something, unless you're still at work?
Ava, it's been a year since the reunion. Is this about another one?
No, I wish. Actually, I wanted to ask you something.
What's up?
Is work okay? I heard your company's been tough.
Really? It's the opposite. I've been leaving on time every day. I'm more worried about my paycheck being too low without overtime.
Oh, I guess it depends on the department.
Anyway, I'm all ears.
Thanks. It's about my husband. He joined your company a few years ago.
No way! You should have told me.
When I asked my husband, he said he didn't know if it was a different department, and it's a big company, right? Yeah, and you're my ex, so I figured no contact was best.
High school exes, come on! But why ask me if there's no contact?
I got mail today.
Wait, your last name?
What?
Is his name Henry?
Yeah. Do you know anything?
Even if there's no direct contact.
Is there anything you know?
Well, today at work, there was talk about a woman calling, claiming to be someone's wife.
That was me. Is Brad the office gossip or something? Don't tell me he's being bullied.
No way. My company's pretty clean.
Huh?
His presence is proof, in a way.
What do you mean? Sorry for calling like this. They couldn't confirm me as his wife over the phone. They didn't tell me any details. That's tough over the phone. I'm planning to visit officially, but first, I need to know. Was Henry really fired?
HR keeps that stuff confidential, but...
This is about my future.
Keep this between us, okay?
Of course.
Yes, he was fired. That mail was the notice, right?
Yeah, fired. I work from home a lot, so I got it. I opened it by mistake. But why? He's honest and hardworking.
Honest? To be straight, he doesn't show up most of the days.
But he went every day.
For about a month and a half, he's been a no-show. They tried his home number, the emergency contact.
My cell is his emergency contact, and I got nothing.
Maybe he changed it without telling you.
I see. This morning, he left at his usual time. When I messaged about the notice, he said he was going into a meeting.
Is he hiding it? Or does he not know yet?
I didn't bring it up when he came home, so I was being played.
Hey!
Why would he do that? Depression, maybe? Too hard to go to work but can't tell his wife?
You really believe in him? Hey, remember, this stays between us.
I promise. What is it?
There's a woman from work who got fired with him.
What?
Her name is Gianna. Multiple people saw those two sneaking into hotels during work hours, claiming outside sales. Once they were caught, both stopped showing up. Eventually fired.
I can't believe this is happening.
That's all I know. Sorry it's such bad news.
No, I'm sorry for making you tell me.
It's not your fault. Don't beat yourself up. I'm here if you need to vent. Just keep your cool, okay?
I know. I'll investigate everything first.
Man, your husband really took advantage of you.
Huh?
Hey, no need to worry. I'll help when I can.
Thank you. So, what's the plan for today?
I'm working now. Talk later. It'll be a late night. I'm swamped.
Oh, overtime? What about your promise?
Huh? Oh, right. I said we'd eat together tonight. Yeah, it's looking tough. Sorry.
That's a shame.
I'll grab something quick, so don't wait up. I don't know when I'll be back. Feel free to sleep.
Got it. You really do have a lot of overtime.
Really? It's normal. This time every year is our busy season.
I see.
Yeah. All right, back to work.
How long do you plan to keep up this charade? I'm curious.
Huh? What?
I wonder how long your money will last. What's happening to my share of your salary?
What are you talking about?
Oh, sorry. I sent too many messages while you're busy. My bad.
No. What was that just now?
You're busy with your mistress, right?
What?
It's okay. Let's wrap this up quick. Won't your girlfriend be mad that you're constantly texting your ex-wife from your motel?
Huh? Ex-wife?
I'm filing the divorce papers soon, so not yet. Almost ex-wife.
What the hell are you saying? What's going on? Hey, Don't mess with me. Ava, where are you? I came back to talk about earlier. Hey, answer me. What's going on with this house?
Oh, you're back?
Everything's gone. I thought we were robbed.
Robbed? We don't even have furnitures. What are they gonna rob from us? Some robber with a serious grudge, huh?
Don't mock me.
Right. Let's drop the act.
Act? I'm here about our talk. You filed for divorce without my consent? That's not allowed. Even if you did, doing it without me is illegal.
You don't remember? We both filled it out after you kept accusing me. It was next to our picture in the living room for a while.
No way.
You said, if you find out I'm cheating, we're divorcing.
Wasn't that scrapped?
I kept it just in case. I filed the form you made me sign, so it's all legal.
Seriously? That form?
I asked you back then if it'd be valid if you cheated too. Don't worry, it was accepted. We both needed insurance.
That's harsh. I made you sign that 2 years ago when I thought you were cheating.
I wasn't. I denied it and there was no proof.
Then why were you working so much overtime and being cold to me? It made me think you were cheating.
My actions increased without explanation, and you got anxious because you were cheating.
What?
People project their guilt. 2 years. Time flies. You were cheating back then, right? I knew. I hired a detective.
What?
Based on their findings, I was about to confront you while you made me sign those papers. But your mom suddenly passed away. I hesitated to pile on, and I couldn't move, thinking of your dad who just lost his wife.
You visited him a lot. I thought you'd reflected and were devoted to family. Men's cheating is just a fling. Women's is serious, they say.
It seemed you'd broken up with your mistress, so I decided to wait. But 2 years later, this mess.
Is that why there's no stuff in the house?
Of course. We're divorced. I can't live with you and I never want to see your face again. Cancel the lease on this apartment soon. You can't afford the rent anyway.
I can. Wait. Where's your proof I cheated? Last time was last time. This time is this time.
There's a lot. But what I can't forgive most is the restaurant.
Restaurant?
The one I booked for our anniversary. Did you think I wouldn't find out? You think I'm that stupid?
What are you talking about?
On our anniversary, you had $15 sushi delivered to keep me home, while you didn't cancel and spent $100 on 2 courses with your mistress.
How do you know that?
They had a raffle. I got a DM. Thanks, ma'am. Come again with your husband.
They messaged you.
Your cover-up was sloppy.
But that's just hearsay. No photos or proof. Anyone can say anything.
True. It's enough to gut me. But I know I need solid proof.
Exactly. You should know better.
You haven't realized yet?
What?
You and Gianna were fired.
Huh?
The notice came while I was working from home. I checked, and the company found out you were holing up in hotels with Gianna during work hours. You both started skipping work, resulting in termination. Well, that's fair that you two got fired.
So that's how they found out. That company sucks.
They investigated thoroughly. You thought it would get you in trouble if I find out, so you changed your emergency contact to our home phone to avoid me. But not listening properly to your wife backfired.
I never heard about your remote work.
You nodded while on your phone, probably chatting with your mistress.
Really?
Anyway, we're divorced. I'm preparing to sue you and Gianna for damages, so be ready.
Wait,
What?
can you let the damages slide? I have no savings.
I'm just asserting my rights as a cheated party.
But damages are hundreds of thousands, right? I've been fired. Job hunting will be tough. I need to save.
The consequences of your actions. You knew what would happen if you get caught.
Well,
And it's the second time. You think I'd forgive you with such a lame excuse?
but, empathy?
I kept it to myself last time.
Well, you forgave me once.
I didn't forgive you. I was observing. Then you even skip work to stay in hotels. Almost daily too. You think I'd be okay after knowing that? Forgive you?
You seemed normal until this morning.
I was vomiting repeatedly out of your sight, suffering from insomnia.
What?
A friend who knew came to check on me. She saw my pale, wobbly state and yelled, "Just divorce him already." A friend I rarely see noticed what my daily scene husband didn't. I have solid evidence and I'm mentally tired from this. I asked my friend to help me out with the divorce papers this morning.
I'm sorry. Let's talk face to face one more time.
Never.
Just one last time, please. Please talk to me.
I never want to see you again. I said that earlier, right?
That's harsh.
The moment I was alone, I felt strangely refreshed. I was so relieved. I slept like a baby until your text message. Seeing your face now, I don't know what I'd do.
But it's not just about us. Marriage or divorce.
I've told your dad everything. Go back to your family. Crash at your mistress's place. Do whatever.
Ava, please.
Now, I don't want to talk anymore. Goodbye. A friend contacted me about Henry causing a scene in front of his old company. He was shouting that his sudden termination was unfair and that he should have received earlier warnings. Apparently, he couldn't find any work after job hunting and wanted to pick a fight with the company that fired him. He was desperate for any job, even as a subcontractor. His scheme only got him arrested for business obstruction when they called the police. Now that he has a criminal record, making job hunting even harder. His mistress got fed up and dumped him. At his wit's end, he went to my parents' house, saying he realized what he'd lost and begged them to take his side. I'd already told them about the divorce and why, so they naturally said I wasn't there and chased him off. I'm actually taking a break at my uncle's in the next town. Next, he stormed my workplace, but most employees were remote. The CEO and security guard who happened to be there kicked him out. Henry went back to his parents' house and is under his father's watch. He's being severely scolded for letting me go, berated daily about taking responsibility. Through my lawyer, I'm firmly demanding maximum compensation. However, both he and his mistress splurged on daily hotel stays, leaving their accounts empty. Whether they end up in poverty or struggle, it's not my concern. They'll have to borrow money and pay me back properly. Thankfully, both sets of parents are decent people. They're on my side, which helped resolve things quickly. As for me, I'm diving deeper into work while using the compensation to leisurely search for a home that suits me. Since I mostly work remotely, I'm considering living in a trendy hotel to work. It's all the rage these days. Now that I've found clarity, I want to focus only on moving forward.
Hello, Linda. Thank you for your help at our wedding last week. Oh, Patricia? You're alive? You disappeared for about a week, so I thought you went to the other side. Actually, I almost died. It seems like God didn't abandon me, though. It was a once-in-a-lifetime grand stage, but it turned out like that. Really terrible. Excuse me? We were the ones who had a tough time. The wedding was cancelled after you collapsed. It was really tough time for us. That's right. A bride collapsing from acute alcohol intoxication at her wedding. Even the wedding staff said it was unprecedented. The staff at the wedding hall, too. My son and all the guests. You caused trouble for everyone and ruined the ceremony. You should reflect on your actions. I apologize to everyone for causing trouble, but it was you who made me drink a lot of alcohol, right? Oh my God! Are you saying it's my fault? How rude! You were intolerant to alcohol, so isn't it your fault for forcing yourself to drink? I don't know if you were in high spirits at the wedding, but you should know your limits. I know that I can't tolerate alcohol, so I decided to have a non-alcoholic beer for the first toast. I made sure to arrange to get me non-alcoholic drinks after the toast. I persistently reminded the staff at the venue. But on the day of the wedding, my beer was replaced by a regular beer with alcohol. Huh? Is that so? Did the wedding staff make a mistake? I don't think so. You know something, don't you? Are you trying to say that I switched the beers? You were excessively trying to make me drink beer at that time, weren't you? It's a wedding, so drink more. I don't know if you'll need to be rushed to the hospital, though. Didn't you say that? By the time I realized something was wrong, my consciousness had already become clouded. I couldn't figure out the truth at that time. Now that I think about it, it's all too suspicious. I didn't know from the start that you can't tolerate alcohol at all. I had no idea that the alcohol in your glass had been switched. I just offered you the alcohol that was on your seat. What's so suspicious about me? Then, why did you say you wouldn't know if I were rushed to the hospital? There was no reason for me to be rushed to the hospital. I've only heard stories of brides fainting from overwhelming happiness at weddings. A daughter from a poor family like yours, whose parents are low-class office worker, to marry Louis, the son of a very prestigious and elite family. It must be such an overwhelmingly joyful honor that you'd faint with happiness. I see. By the way, how is Louis doing? I was in the hospital for a week, and he hasn't come to see me even once. Maybe he's busy dealing with relatives and the ceremony. Oh, my son's fine. He's resting at home right now. He's been busy cleaning up the mess that you made. I'm gonna make his favorite food today, and we are going to have a party. A party? It's an end of engagement party for you and Louis. End of engagement? What are you talking about? What do you mean by end of engagement party? Well, I mean exactly what I said. A woman who collapsed at the wedding and caused so much trouble and then suspects her mother-in-law of being the culprit. You are not worthy to be the wife of my family. Wait a minute. It's true that we were planning to submit the marriage registration after the ceremony, so we weren't officially married yet. Breaking off the engagement over something like this is outrageous, right? In the first place, there's no way Louis would agree to it. Of course Louis agrees with me. From the very beginning, I was against my son marrying a poor woman like you. He insisted, so I reluctantly accepted it. I'm glad he came to his senses after seeing what a jerk you've been this time. I know you have been against our marriage for a long time, But Louis told me that he doesn't care about my family background or your opinion. He even said he prepared to sever ties with his family to be with me. There's no way that Louis would agree to break off our engagement. Are you doing something behind it? You switched my beard to make Louis and I break up, didn't you? Do you have any proof that I did it? I have no proof. You really are a rude woman to suspect someone without any proof. Now I feel more and more to not let you marry my son. We can put the marriage on hold for now. I just got out of the hospital, so I'm going to look into things now. I'll contact Louis and ask him directly. Do whatever you want, but don't get your hopes up. Louis dumped you, okay? Accept the reality now. Louis, I'm finally out of the hospital. I'd like to ask you something. Now what? Shut up, you low-minded person who can't even properly hold a wedding. We are having family time with Mom and Dad right now. Low-minded? You weren't someone who would say such things. What did your mother tell you? You're the one who told me all that stuff. You lied to me a lot. You're truly the worst kind of woman. I never lied to you about anything. What are you talking about? Shut up. Stop pretending to be innocent like that. Collapsing at the wedding is quite a creative idea, isn't it? Did you think everyone would pay attention to you and feel sorry about you? What are you really saying? I'm sorry for collapsing, being hospitalized, and causing trouble for everyone. I'm grateful that you explained things to everyone. Shut up! I knew what my mom said was true. What? From the beginning, all you ever cared about was my family's fortune. You fell ill at the wedding, and you were going to show off your infirmity and live without working after marriage, right? You thought you could beg money from my parents and live off them, huh? I knew it. People from poor families think dirty. What are you talking about? I never thought like that. It's true that your father is an executive of a big company and my father is just an office worker. There's a difference in family background, but I don't care about that. You said you would make me happy for the rest of my life. And we talked about becoming independent from your family after marriage and building our home together with both of us working, right? I was a fool then. I fell hook, line, and sinker for your acting. I even doubted Mom, who saw through the truth and warned me. I almost married you without believing her. I'm glad you did something stupid at the wedding. Explaining to relatives and the venue was tough, but I'm glad I don't have to marry you. What? Do you really believe in what your mother said? You were with me when I was discussing the idea of making all the drinks non-alcoholic because I can't tolerate alcohol, right? Despite that, my beer was switched to alcoholic without my knowledge. Don't you think something is strange? I don't think so. You switched it out yourself, didn't you? Even during the ceremony, I was right next to you the whole time. And even before that, I was so busy getting dressed and stuff, I didn't have time to switch. Besides, you saw your mother trying to force me to drink beer, didn't you? What? Are you trying to tell me that my mother switched the beer? I think there's a high possibility of that. You've got to be kidding me. Mom was always worried about you even after you collapsed. At first, she was against the marriage because of your family background. But right before the wedding, she gave her blessing and said she was looking forward to it. Really? That's news to me. I thought she had been against our marriage from the beginning until now. She's been pushing me to call off the engagement for a while now. She said you agreed with that too. You're saying it's all my mom's fault when you intentionally drink alcohol? I can't believe you. It's only natural to break off the engagement with such a wicked woman. Mom was willing to welcome you as a daughter-in-law, and you betrayed her.
I see. I get it now. We are not on the same page at all, and there's no point in explaining to you any further. I'm done.
I tried to love you regardless of your family background. I'm disappointed that you betrayed me like this.
I'm disappointed too.
Oh yeah? Disappointed because you won't get Dad and Mom's money. Someone poor and low-minded like you should stay poor for life. I'm sure you won't find anyone else once I dumped you. At best, you'll live on the bottom with your poor family.
I didn't think you were such scum. It's a good thing we never got married. Well, goodbye.
Don't ever show your face again.
Of course, that's my intention. If you show up, someone scarier than me will go.
Huh? Hey, what do you mean?
Hey, Patricia! Linda? You know, you are not my mother-in-law anymore. What on earth do you have to call me for?
Explain what's going on. There are about 10 scary-looking guys in front of my house. They're all shouting my name at the door.
Oh, I see. That sounds scary.
Don't play dumb. You did this, right? They are saying something about the wedding.
It wasn't me. Well, I can't say I have no idea.
What? Don't hold it back. Tell me quickly.
Even if I told you, there's nothing you can do about it. Apologizing won't help. Many people are even angrier than I am about the wedding. I'm sure those guys got together for their own good.
So, you know who they are?
Probably they're brothers of my mother.
Huh? Brothers? There are too many of them. I don't believe you.
Well, I mean they're not real brothers. Those people are my mother's old friends.
Your mother? I thought she was a housewife. How can she be friends with people like them?
She's a housewife now, but when she was young, she was a famous gang member. After starting a family with my dad, she left the gang, but she still has numerous brothers. When she says one word, about 10 of them fly in instantly.
Then they were sent by your mother, weren't they? Tell them to go home now.
Oh no, that's impossible.
Why not? Tell your mother to stop this. I mean, you're the one who told your mom to do this.
My mother is doing all this voluntarily. She has a principle that her daughter should not be involved in such rough stuff.
Rough stuff? What are they gonna do to me? They've been kicking and slamming my front door. They're really violent.
My mother was furious when she heard I was forced to drink beer at the wedding. She investigated various things using connections with people at the wedding. It turns out that someone had switched out my beer. They caught her on the security camera in the kitchen of the wedding hall. This person was almost sending me to the afterlife, and my mother wanted to make her pay for her actions. I heard she was seriously furious. I felt sorry for the suspect because she was about to get roughed up. I knew it was you, Linda.
It wasn't me. Hurry up and make them leave.
And you didn't just swap the non-alcoholic for regular beer. Come to think of it, no matter how weak I am with alcohol, one beer is not fatal for me. It's just too strange. Linda, you mixed vodka in my beer, didn't you?
I am not a regular drinker, so I didn't notice the strange taste right away. A stranger entered the kitchen, which is only open to staff, and put some foreign substances in the drink they were serving. This is a serious matter for the venue. Moreover, after I collapsed, you told all my relatives about the incident. After that, relatives who like to gossip similar to you seem to have leaked it to the media. The venue, which wanted to settle things quietly, had no choice but to make an official announcement. Everyone holds a grudge against you. What? No way! Why me? It's not my fault. The proof is already up. You planned this to prevent Louis and me from getting married, didn't you? Not only you switched the drinks, but you also lied to Louis. I'm sure you must have been very happy that it worked out so well. But every bad thing has to come out sooner or later. You're the one who's at fault. Despite being from a lower-class family, you dared to pursue marriage with your dear son. Your lack of understanding of social status is the problem. You seem to be very proud of your social status, but if you become a criminal, it will affect your husband's work, right? I'm not a criminal. I collapsed from acute alcohol intoxication due to the alcohol you concocted. I was on the verge of life and death. This is a serious attempt murder. All right, I apologize for putting you in the hospital. Do you want alimony? Then I'll pay you whatever you want. So get them away from me. I'm desperately barricading myself in right now. The door is about to break down. You're the one who will be hospitalized. Nobody can stop my angry mother. You'd better not resist in vain. If things get out of hand, she might end up laying hands on your husband and Louis, you know. Oh no! Oh, the barricade! It's breaking! Patricia, it was Mom who was lying. Everything was set up by Mom to stop our marriage. I'm sorry I doubted you. Hey, let's start over. Let's register our marriage now, okay? Marry the son of a criminal? Don't make me laugh. I'm sure you contacted me in a panic after Linda was taken away. I don't have any feelings for you anymore. Don't say that. We promised to cut ties with my family if things got tough and build our own family, right? My dad's in some kind of trouble with some people at work, and it seems really, really bad. I think I should get out of the house and be with you while I still can. So, please do me a favor. The only person you hold a grudge against is my mom, right? You still love me, right? Right? Are you serious? You never once came to visit me while I was in the hospital, and even after I got out of the hospital, you didn't trust me. And you said a lot of things about me and my family, like we are poor, low class, and so on. That's because my mother lied to me. Even so, I wouldn't want to be with someone who can abuse others with such foul language. At that point, all my feelings for you are gone. I'm really glad I didn't marry you. Oh no! So, goodbye. Oh, and when Linda comes back, please tell her that I'll charge her as much as I want for alimony. Linda was given a harsh lesson by the man my mom sent, and she came home regretting all the things she had done. After that, based on the evidence my mother found, I filed charges against Linda for attempted murder. Naturally, I also demanded alimony. It seems Linda intended to rely on her husband's money to pay compensation. But because of the incident, She was forced to divorce her husband and she was unable to pay. So, one of my mother's brother introduced Linda to a job. And now she's working live-in jobs, paying off the compensation. Even after that, Luis persistently tried to reconcile with me. But after my mother's brother went to greet him, he never contacted us again.
Toby, I have something important to tell you. Please call me after work. Toby, are you still working? I've decided to go back to my parents' house for a while. I need to talk to you, so call me after work. Please, okay?
Hey Hannah, I heard something. Is it true that you only have 3 months to live?
What? Wait a minute. How did you know?
Your sister told me. I wondered what happened when you suddenly went back to your parents. To get a prognosis like that, it's an unbelievable story.
I'm sorry. I'm also shaken, and I don't know what to do. I didn't think I could handle it on my own, so I went back to my parents' house.
What? You should have told me, your husband first, right? Why didn't you tell me?
I've called you several times. You haven't been home lately, saying you've been busy with work. I can't discuss this kind of thing over text. I asked you to call me and you never did. You haven't contacted me for a week. Are you really that busy?
My work? Oh, come to think of it, was that the story?
What? What do you mean?
You still haven't realized? You're so clueless. It's really funny.
You better explain yourself. If you weren't working, what were you doing? You told me you've been staying at the office for the past 2 weeks. Was that a lie?
Yeah, I lied. For the past 2 weeks, I've been at my girlfriend's place. I've been coming home from work at regular hours every day.
You were cheating on me?
It's not like that. It's more like you are the side chick in this situation. She's beautiful and has a longer lifespan than you. Unlike you, who's about to go to the afterlife, she's willing to be with me for life. I'm going to be with Holly.
Oh my God. Holly? Is that the name of the person you're cheating with? It's the same name as my sister's.
That's right.
Wait a minute. You said my sister told you about my condition, right?
Oh, now your brain is working.
Your affair partner. Could it be?
Yes, it's your sister Holly.
No way.
It's true. Holly came to see me to tell me about your life expectancy. That's when we hit it off and ended up going out. I've thought this since I went to your parents' house, but she's truly beautiful, unlike you. I can't believe she's your sister.
We are indeed blood-related sisters. Holly takes after our mother, and I take after our father.
Damn, you got the wrong genes, huh?
Don't say things like that. I admire my father too, and I'm glad I look like him.
Oh, really? Good for you. If you're content being an ugly person, your remaining life might be a little bit enjoyable. But you know what? I'm not like you. I'm not an aspiring skank like you. I'd rather be with a beautiful, healthy woman than an ugly woman with 3 months to live.
I didn't know Holly went to see you. She comforted me when I was told that I didn't have long to live. I thought she was a good sister. But behind my back, she was with you and making fun of me?
That's right.
How awful.
So what?
Are you prepared for the consequences? I won't forgive you or Holly. I'll divorce you and demand alimony.
Even with just 3 months left, you're still acting tough? But I'm all for divorce, so let's get divorced right now. I'm marrying your sister because I don't need you anymore.
I don't care if you cry and regret it later. I won't forgive you even if you apologize. Hello, sister. I heard you are leaving the house. Are you out of your mind? Did you get desperate after Toby left you and you only have 3 months to live? You who depended on Toby as a housewife? Can you live on your own now? I couldn't stay with someone having an affair with my husband for a second longer. Saying that, how are you going to manage real-life situations? Wait, do you have another man too? Of course not. Don't compare me to scumbags like you. I see. A guy with no taste who would cheat on someone like you? There's no way someone like that exists. Shut up. Is that why you contacted me? I'm already divorced from Toby, and I don't want anything to do with you guys ever again. If all you can say is nonsense, will you stop it already? You're so harsh. I'd like to see a little more of your frustrated reaction, you know. Oh well, I have an interesting story to tell you. What? I got your luxury wristwatch. A luxury watch? What do you mean? Well, you were expecting a wedding anniversary next month, right? Even though you're just a housewife, you told Toby that you wanted a luxury watch, right? I'm sorry, I ended up getting it. How about that? Feeling bitter, aren't you? Not really. My God, you are so boring. Are you too shocked to even find words? It's not like that. I'm busy meeting with my lawyers, so I won't respond anymore. Are you serious? What are you going to talk to the lawyer about? You're about to head to the afterlife soon, sister. It would be better to spend your time on more meaningful things. Sis, I just got home and there's nobody here. My mom and dad are gone. From now on, we've decided to live with Hannah, so we are not going back to this house anymore. They left a note saying that. Wow, they left a note for you? That's sweet. What do you mean? Just as it sounds. If you read the letter properly, you'd understand, right? Or have you lost the ability to read? Don't be ridiculous. Of course I can read the letters. I'm asking you, what's going on? You're the only one who left the house. Why would Dad and Mom follow you? They said they were worried about me, given my limited time and the need for medical treatment in a distant place. They wanted to stay close to me. Treatment? What are you treating with just 3 months to live? That's a waste of money and time. They abandoned me, their beautiful daughter, for you, an ugly woman? Are they dumb? They say they don't have a daughter who would steal her sister's husband. Why not? Since you exposed your affair with my husband and I decided to divorce, I talked to Dad and Mom about it. They both scolded you seriously and asked you to reflect on it, even suggesting that you should not get married. Without even listening to them, you insist that it's my fault for being ugly, or that the one being taken is at fault. You went on with baseless arguments, not making any sense, and didn't break up with Toby, right? Well, of course. Am I saying something wrong here? Toby would be happier with me as his wife, who is pretty and healthy, than you who is ugly and has a short life expectancy. They don't want a daughter who can only think like that. Dad and Mom are fed up with you. What the hell? Everyone is treating me like a villain. If that's what they want, I don't care. I have Toby. I don't want a heartless parent who would abandon their daughter. Do whatever you want with a family home. Sell it or live in it. That's the last mercy your parents will show you. I'll sell the family home and live together with Toby. I heard that you're planning to demand alimony from Toby and me. You're trying to separate me from my parents and cripple me over alimony, aren't you? You know, it's so obvious how shallow an ugly person can be. I never thought of it like that. The alimony was my decision, and my parents decided to move out. Well, too bad. Toby is rich enough to support me as a housewife and buy me expensive watches. A little bit of alimony won't shake our marriage. Are you sure about marrying him? What? After the divorce, I got curious and did some research. And then, revealed a lot of shocking things. What do you mean? Tell me more. It's not confirmed information yet, so I won't say it now. Once the facts are clear, I'll inform you by mail. Look forward to that time.
Hey Hannah, I just got some weird letters in the mail. What's this?
Isn't this proof of content regarding alimony? I sent it a few days ago, so it should have arrived by now.
Why are there photos like this? Holly opened it and I'm in big trouble.
Well, I needed evidence of the affair, right? Proof that you were having an affair with someone other than Holly.
Where did you get these pictures? When did you take this? I thought you would never find out.
Your story has been full of contradictions from the start. You said you had relations with Holly after I was told I didn't have long to live. Even before that, you never came home, saying you were busy with work. And Holly gave some good information too.
What did she say?
Holly said that you were planning to give me a watch that I wanted. But I've never said I wanted a watch. I'm home all the time and I don't wear a watch. I thought maybe she was confusing me with someone else. So I got curious and hired a PI to check it out.
What the hell?
The watch was for your other fling, wasn't it? To a woman named Kate, who works for your business partner, right?
Damn, you know her name too? You don't have much life left in you anyway. You're such a pain in the ass.
Not much life left? That's your life expectancy.
Huh?
I had a PI look into it and found out a surprising fact. Kate's father is a member of a famous mob.
What? Mob?
I sent photos of your affair with Holly and a letter detailing our divorce to you and Kate's house at the same time. I'm sure she's looking at it right now.
What did you say?
If Kate's father finds out, I'm sure you'll be taken care of. Of all things, having an affair with the daughter of a mob? Your luck is something.
What have you done to me? I have to run away now.
You can't just run away. The mob is known to be extremely tenacious. So do I. Until I get compensation from you and Holly, I will pursue you even if it means death. Sis, help me! Toby suddenly wanted to move out. He's getting ready to run away in the night. Seems like he's scared of the mob. He's got the guts to do a three-way, but he's so pathetic. Is that true? I thought I stole Toby from you. He told me he only loved me, who was prettier than you. I can't believe he was lying to me. It's too much. Hello, look who's talking. You saw the photos too, didn't you? Even after seeing such decisive evidence, you still can't believe it? Okay, I've decided I'll not marry Toby. Oh, really? You took him from me and now you're dumping him? Because there's a scary mob guy after him, right? If we stay together, I might be in danger too. I can't bear this situation. Toby wants me to run away with him, but I refuse. You are living with Mom and Dad now, right? I'm going there too, so please help me. Huh? Why? Because the mob is after us. It was Toby who had an affair with the mob's daughter, and it wasn't my fault. Your precious family member is in danger, so help me. we don't have room for a woman who steals her sister's husband in our family. Don't worry. I don't think the mob would hurt a woman like you. Since his daughter works in a regular company, they should have some understanding of the situation. If you aren't married to him yet, legally, you are still a stranger. If you explain it properly, I'm sure they'll understand. I don't think so. Sis, I'm scared. Well, good luck. Hey, think about it, Hannah. Right now, you need money for medical treatment, right? You used to be a housewife, and our parents are retired. There's no way you can afford to live while paying for the treatment, right? You've moved out and spent all your money. From now on, I'll support you all. I have some money from the sale of parents' house, and I have some extra money now. Let me support you as a family and get through this together. I was working, you know. What? But you were home every day, right? I'm a freelance designer. I work from home, so I was home all the time. You always looked down on me, thinking I was just a housewife. What? Just so you know, when we were married, we split rent and living expenses evenly. In terms of income, I made more than he did. You thought Toby was supporting me, but the truth is quite different. I'm still working, albeit at a slower pace, while I'm going through treatment. I have enough money saved up and my insurance is paid off, so I'm not in any financial trouble. Oh no! If you want to run away, you are on your own. But you and Toby will have to pay alimony no matter where you run off to. You're going to take alimony from me too? You said you didn't have any financial problems. Do you know what alimony means? It doesn't matter if you need money or not. I will never forgive you and Toby. Even if I get sick and die, I'll chase you to the ends of hell. That's terrible. Hannah, don't say that. Aren't we sisters? Don't abandon me. Hannah, please? That night, Toby decided to run away. Holly seems to have tried to escape alone, but Toby found her and forced her to go with him. For a few days after that, they hid themselves in a shabby motel in a country town, but the mob members found them. Toby was not killed, but he learned a hard lesson from them. Holly, who saw it right in front of her eyes, was so shocked that she blacked out. And of course, they were charged with alimony, and they got fired for being absent from work for several days without permission. Toby ended up in manual labor, and Holly was led into the nightlife industry. Later, I received an apology from Kate and her father, saying that they were sorry for having bad relations with Toby, even though he had a wife. They said they would pay me alimony and I refused, but when they learned about my illness and my life expectancy, they offered to cover travel and surgery expenses for better treatment abroad. The surgery was a success, and my progress was good. Even after surpassing the initial 3-month life expectancy, I'm still alive. While my husband's affair was quite a mess, thanks to that, I was saved by the people I met. Cherishing this connection, I want to continue valuing life in the future.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.